chosen generation. We've been called for to show His excellence. Hey, all I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am.
It's always a pleasure to have you out there. Bonsoir, and how are you guys doing? Aujourd'hui, comme d'habitude, nous avons les belles choses que nous avons préparées pour vous et les nouveaux pistes des artistes, les nouveaux albums. Et aujourd'hui, nous avons un artiste gospel. Il vient de Boya et il est beau, hein? Il est très beau. Mais avant que je vous dévoile qui est cette personne, on va prendre notre jingle du jour, on va prendre notre verset du jour et après, on va danser un peu et je vais vous présenter mon invité du jour. Let's go.
All I require for life, God has given me, and I know who I am.
And our verse for today is taken from the book of Jeremiah 17 verse 7 and 8. Jeremiah 17 verse 7 and 8, and I'm reading from the New International Version. New International Version. What does it say? But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit. Hallelujah. It's simple. It's simple. Blessed are you that trust in God. When you trust in God, your strength never fades. When you trust in God, He never disappoints. You find that you only flourish. It might not be at your timing, but He comes at His timing. And at times they say, when you serve God, be mindful that it might not come at your convenience, because He's God that never fails. He's a God that never lies. So if there's one thing you're going to take this evening, put your trust in God, because they that put their trust in God, they flourish. They that put their trust in God, they are always fresh. They always have this aura, this beautiful aura around them. And to think that you only have to trust God maybe when He does something for you. No, trust God all around, because He can never fail. We're going to meet Melody the Psalmist for his new release. It is titled Baba You Do Good, aka Makosa for Christ. Let's go.
On va bouger, on va chanter, on va danser, on va sauter. Même si j'écoute, je décale, c'est toujours pour lui. Je danse le makosa, c'est vraiment pour lui. I go clap, clap for you, I go bow down for you. Sing, safe na song, I go dance, dance for you. On va chanter, on va danser, on va sauter. I go sing, I go dance, 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 dance. Papa, you do good for me. Papa, you do good for me. You do the things when no man no feel do. You take my bad news, give me na good news. Papa, you do good for me. Papa, you do good for me. You do the things when no man no feel do. You take my bad news, give me na good news. Makosa, cancelo Makosa. Pour Jésus, cancelo Makosa. Pour Jésus, cancelo Makosa. On va prier, on va prêcher, on va chanter, on va danser, on va crier. Même si j'écoute, je décale, c'est toujours pour lui. Je danse le Makosa, c'est vraiment pour lui. I go clap, clap for you, I go bow down for you. Sing, safe na song, I go dance, dance for you. On va chanter, on va danser, on va sauter. I go sing, I go dance, 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 dance.
That was Melody the Psalmist in Bye Bye, You Do Good For Me. It's a very, very beautiful Makossa song there. Get to download it and enjoy it for yourself. That's the lyric video. It was released, it's not been long, and I felt like I should bring it to you so we enjoy it together. Alors, comme je vous disais, j'ai mon artiste gospel, il est de Boya. Hey, aujourd'hui, on va entendre comment il va parler français. You're welcome, El Brandon.
Thank you very much.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
So, how was the journey from Boya down here to Douala?
Really good, but cold.
Cold?
It's really cold.
Okay, the cold is from Boya or is from Douala?
I think the both sides. Though.
Douala is cold?
Yes, I think this morning.
Like,
cold.
seriously?
Yes, it's cold. This
Wow.
morning.
Alors, tu vas nous dire, mais qui est El Brandon?
Je m'appelle El Brandon. Je suis un artiste gospel de Boya. I cannot speak very long, but at least I can communicate well. I can hear French well. I'm an artist from Boya, precisely Mutengene. I'm based in Mutengene. I'm an gospel artist, worship minister. Yeah, that's who I am.
I know that people were like, let us hear that French. Me too, my ear don't stand. I was waiting to hear that French. And it's really good to have you here, coming all the way from that part of the country. And we're discovering you, I can say, for the first time, especially in this part of the country.
Yeah.
And Bert, it's not like you started yesterday.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. So how has it been for you?
The journey has not been an easy one, but God has been helping us. I started singing at the age of 9 when I grew up here in Douala. Yes, I grew up here in Douala. So I started conducting. They needed a young conductor, very, very young, at Holy Spirit Parish in Omispo. So they needed a young conductor, and I was the only person. My sister, actually, she opted that my brother can do this. So that day she took me to church with them, the Catholic church, and they started training me on how to conduct. I started knowing how to sing, how to teach, because you cannot conduct without knowing the music.
That's true.
So they started teaching me, and that's how the music journey began. I started teaching. Later we moved to Southwest in Mutengene, precisely. I think in 2014, yes, we moved there, and the music still continued. We continued with the music. Then I joined the Pentecostal movement, I think later 2016, yes, and that's how I groomed up to be a worship minister, because maybe the systems are different.
They're different.
Yes, they are different. So then that's where I groomed up to be a worship minister. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
So at what point in your life did you feel like it's time to be an artist, like to take it as a career?
I think last year. I've been thinking, I've been doing worship, but I have this desire to do music in a different way, and I began that movement. No, I think I began the movement when I started writing my songs.
Okay.
I wrote the just released single 3 years ago. That was my pursuit, with my spiritual father behind me, and he was like, you have to do this in a different way. I don't see you just singing in a choir. I want you to do it in a different way. Become an artist.
Whoa.
And we started the writing of songs. We've written so many songs, and that's where we kicked off.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we're hoping to see the songs coming
Certainly.
coming. No, being a young artist that's growing, like with zeal to impact the world with our talent or your talent, what has been your challenge so far?
My challenges, I would say, putting everything together.
Okay.
It's really hard, because it's really, really hard. Like, you have to do all the things, and maybe sometimes you're not fit to do the things that you want to do. Maybe you have this desire that you want to do this particular thing at this time, and maybe, for example, the finances, the audience, the people you want to attract, and you are not able to get that. Yes, I think that's
Wow.
Yeah.
At least for once, I've not heard. I've not heard that. When we're asked about challenges when it comes to artists, we hear so many things. That I'm in church, you don't want me to go and sing outside.
That's not a challenge.
It's
Not a challenge.
it's not a challenge for you. It's a challenge for some people. They don't want me to go and sing outside. You don't send me out for concerts. They don't support me and all the rest. So I think so. The narrative is beginning to change little by little. But aside singing, what else do you do?
I do so many things.
Like seriously?
I do so many things. I dance, I bake, not like professionally.
I was just going to.
I do graphic designing. That's just a recent thing, because I believe that if I'm starting a ministry, I need some other arms, not just my music. I need some other arms on. So it has pushed me into learning a lot of things. Push me into learning those other things, because I know I'll certainly need them at a particular point.
Yeah.
For example, if I'm organizing a concert and I need someone to do me a cake, I don't need to stress now.
You do your cake.
I'll do my cake.
Hey,
if I need a flyer for my concert, I don't need to ask for somebody, even though you need someone to do it for you yet. But I can still do that. For example, maybe a time that the people I know that I can call are not free, and immediately I just get to my phone or my laptop and I do a design for myself.
I'm really interested in that dancing part. They tell you come to dance here, oh man, no. No, I'm really, it's inspiring to know that at least you do something else aside music. Vous savez qu'on a tendance que les artistes des fois ils se donnent à la musique et ils veulent vivre dans la musique. En fait, ils prennent la musique en tant que travail pour eux. Et des fois, quand ça ne donne pas, tel qu'ils ont peut-être planifié, c'était comme si on ne le supporte pas, on ne le pousse pas. Des fois, en tant qu'artiste, il faut que tu aies quelque chose que tu fais hors de la musique. Peut-être avoir un business, peut-être travailler quelque part, peut-être faire ton propre business en fait. Ça aide à pousser ton carrière parce que c'est une réalité dans notre milieu gospel, c'est une réalité de que des fois, quand tu veux être artiste, tu es seul. Hein? Oui, c'est une réalité. Donc, au fur et à mesure que nous sommes en train d'améliorer les choses, il faut avoir conscience que c'est être seul dans ce milieu, pour seul, ou commencer seul. Ça, c'est une réalité pour nous. Alors, pour vaincre ce challenge, des fois, il faut avoir quelque chose que tu fais. Comme ça t'aide à peut-être financer ce que tu es en train de faire en croyant que peut-être un jour, Dieu va t'amener quelque chose sur ton chemin ou quelqu'un sur ton chemin qui va t'aider. It's very, very important to do something else as an artist. You just released your song, What a Loving God. And it's so captivating, the title, and I've been, when I listen to it and equally looking at the title, I'm trying to match it. What's the story? What's it all about?
What a loving God. I want to say, let me say how we wrote it. Okay. We, after Monday service in our church, I and my spiritual father and our keyboardist, we sat on the keyboard and we were just enjoying the Lord. We were just worshiping.
Yeah.
And my keyboardist started the first phrase. He was like, before he entered into the presence of the mighty, before he entered into the holies of holies. Because we have this message that some of us, we think that is when you started worshiping God that he actually loved you.
No.
Some people think that way. Yes, some people think that way. Or some people feel like maybe you get to get a particular qualification before the love of God meets you where. So this was the mindset behind the song, that even in your deepest mess, even before you even knew that Christ exists, his love was there. His love was always there, pushing and calling and beckoning and the things. So that was the message behind the song. And we were like going through it. The lyrics were coming and we were singing. Then we got to the chorus and we did not want to make anything complex. We were just like, what a loving God is. That was it. That's how the song came up. And God has been loving us, especially me. I've seen the love of God in so many dimensions, so different dimensions.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's time for us to listen to Word and Loving God and watch, of course, get the lyrics. It's the lyric video for you, and the video will be coming very soon. It's What a Loving God by L. Brandon. Let's go.
Young Nation Records.
Oh, yeah. Before I entered into the Holy of Holies, before I entered into the presence of the Mighty, before I lift my voice to give you all the glory, your love had found me, your love rescued me. Before I enter into the Holy of Holies, before I enter into the presence of the Mighty, before I lift my voice to give you all the glory, your love had found me, your love rescued me. What a loving God is. What the loving God is. What the loving God is. What the loving God is. When I remember the place you brought me from, what keeps me going is the love you show on me. When I remember the place you brought me from, what keeps me going is the love you show on me.
And I was just telling Brandon that very soon I will come for vocal training. It's my before I hear voice like that. How do you manage to go that high? I saw one. How do you do it?
I would say work. I've been working a lot of my vocals.
Okay.
At the beginning it was not this good. My vocals were really
It's
bad.
like for everyone's like my word.
So that I won't better. So it was really bad, and I took it upon myself to work. Took it upon myself to work. There were nights where I had to download vocal trainings. I would be up all night downloading them. Then the next day, know that my house is on fire. I've just been doing them all through, and that has been it. And the voice is where it is.
Wow. Wow.
And also at that particular point,
Yeah.
I want to thank the producer of the song,
Alright.
Egbe, the music boy. He pushed me into doing that. I was at the particular point I was shy because, not that I was shy. Sorry, that's not the right word to use.
Are you sure?
I was afraid.
Okay.
Yes, that's the right word. I was afraid, but he was like, "You can do this. You can do this." And that was his best part of the song. After I finished doing it, I like this part.
Me too.
So that's the thing. And many other people have texted me and they are just this particular part that you went high like that. That's what I love. And I want to thank him too for that, for pushing me.
Honestly.
Thank you, sir.
I pray that one day I'll be singing like you like that too, because it's singing before everyone. And it's so beautiful. I like the spirit of the music. I love the message. And it leads me to this particular question. I always ask all my guests that come here, what's the message that you as an artist you're bringing to us? I know every minister is called with a particular message. Not everybody's given the same mandate. So what's your own mandate?
My mandate is the love of God.
Yeah, okay.
My mandate is the love of God. Just get ready to hear a lot of the
Love,
of God.
love,
Oh my
love.
God. You will fall in love. And
Love.
you will so fall in love. So that's my message. Is my mandate is the love of God. Just the love of God in different ways. You know, the love of God is not like in a particular way. So all the other things that I will be saying, all of my songs will only point to the love of God. So that's my mandate.
Et l'amour de Dieu est si merveilleux. Nous allons prendre notre actualité gospel après cette jingle.
I require for life God has given me, and I know who I am.
It's time for gospel actuality, and we're starting this one with Healing Time. Healing Time is a concert by Gael Ondongo Ministries, rather. And we'll have some people like Charles Sitinga that will be there. It's happening today at 4. Okay, it has started already. Miss Sahel, Elik Esono, 4 p.m. And the entrance fee is 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, 25,000 VIP. So if you're in Yaoundé at Elik Esono, please do well to attend. And of course, Guy Michel is releasing a beautiful song come Friday the 30th of July, and it will be coming out officially at 6 p.m. and it is a collabo with Ida for Basso. You will have it on Trace Gospel, you will have it on Canal de International, and of course you will have it on all media platforms. It is titled Viens on va célébrer. I've listened to the audio. It's really so wonderful, and just prepare your data to download the video when it comes out. And of course we have a worship camp, okay, a praise camp that's coming up. It's in the second edition, and it's going to start from the 4th to the 8th of August, and the registration fee is 15,000. I think this is one of its kind. I've never heard of maybe a worship camp, a praise camp. I think this is the first of its kind that's happening, and I feel like if you're around that area, please do try to join them, and let's worship and have the vision go further. And of course today, Miracle Music Academy, they're celebrating their first anniversary, and it's going on at Hilltop Faith Church, Douala, 4 p.m. If you are here in Douala and you are a lover of music, join this vision. It's the first year anniversary, and we'll have so many wonderful artists over there. And that takes us to the end of gospel actualities for today, and I'm going to take you back to my artist at the house. Let him just tell us if he has any upcoming projects.
Yes, the most recent upcoming project is the video. We'll be doing the video of What a Loving God, and also releasing a new song towards the end of this year, and also a concert. Those are the things that we are working on, we are planning on. Yes.
Okay, we're going to move over now to our small talks, and today we are talking about distribution platforms for music. Okay, did you find it difficult in distributing your audio, your song when it got released?
The plan was just YouTube. Yes, that was the plan. So and also communities, for example, the 237 gospel community,
DIY,
iGesus, and the rest. But talking about downloading platforms, we had just YouTube on mine.
Okay.
For the audio, for the lyrics video, sorry, we had just YouTube on mine. We were talking, I and my team, and we're like, let's just do YouTube for now, not to avoid any form of stress, because we wanted an easy access to the song. Wanted a very easy access to the song, because at times you upload the songs to many other platforms and people get it so difficult to get the songs. Yeah. And not everybody too. Maybe you put it on iTunes and all the other platforms, and some people don't have the good phones to get those songs, and that's the problem. So we wanted it to be very easy to get access to the song, so we put it just on YouTube.
I think that's a cause for concern, because most of the times artists complain that their songs are not being downloaded, or people don't get to buy, or people don't get to access their songs. But at times they forget that it's the medium for distribution that it's actually the problem. For example, when Elizabeth Taker released her song, many people were anticipating that song. A lot of people, I for one, I was really like, let this song come out fast, especially Record for Life. But when it came out, it was a whole hurdle, because the platform which she gave the song to was not well known. It was not how can I put it, contextual in our own locality, and it made it so difficult for people to access it. Same as it is happening for so many people. We have people putting their songs on Amazon, people putting their songs on how do they put it, Spotify, and all the rest. In Cameroon, statistics have shown that in Cameroon there are many people who are not on Spotify. If not now that people are trying to hustle iPhones and all the rest, the people who do not have an iCloud account, not to even talk of having an account on Amazon. Now, what do you think as an artist can be done to regulate the distribution of music on platforms?
I think that first of all is understanding your audience. Understanding your audience. Many a times the people that some of us are, how will I put it, our side, let me put it that way, our side is very, very lazy with such things. For example, if you send somebody a link and the person is like, before I want to tap this link now, before you want to load, and all the other things, and
true.
Maybe as he's tapping it, it's taking time to load, you just go to the next thing. Many people are very, very busy these days, and you will not try to overput some. So maybe we get to create platforms that are very, very easy to access, and YouTube too. There are many, many others that are people go there frequently. So maybe we use those ones first. Maybe when you've gotten a certain level of you've attracted a certain, because for example, let me use this example. If for example, an artist that is well known, I don't want to call any names, an artist that is well known uploads a song in any place, on any platforms, the moment you just get that this particular person's song is out, you go there, you will take your time. So maybe when we've created that level of influence, you can now put it at many platforms that you want, because you know that certainly you have a particular number of fan bases that they will go for the song wherever it is.
So definitely you're saying that for people, for artists who are yet to have a fan base, they should make it easier for people to get their work better. Okay, that's his own point of view. How do you think what can be done to facilitate the distribution of musique, gospel music in Cameroun? Comment est-ce qu'on peut accélérer la distribution de musique gospel dans les milieux, dans les plateformes? Comment est-ce qu'on peut faire que les gens ont accès à ces chansons sans avoir les perturbations? C'est ce que nous sommes en train de parler aujourd'hui. Alors nous voulons que vous nous envoyiez votre point de vue, puisque nous sommes là parce que vous êtes là. Alors aujourd'hui c'est notre sujet du jour, et nous attendons que vous réagissez massivement. We are going closer to the end of this edition for today, but we will not leave without having our artist here give us an acapella. I'm waiting for it. And after that, he might want to give us a word before we credit bye-bye for today, Brad. My acapella, please.
I think I need the time for vocal training.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, I'll sing the song "What a Loving God."
Okay.
Before I entered into the Holy of Holies, before I entered into the presence of the Mighty, Before I lift my voice to give you all the glory, your love had found me. Your love rescued me. Oh, the loving God, Oh, the loving God,
Leave it like that. Let them go and download.
And download
the song. While you sing it off for them.
And download the song.
Download the song. Listen with your neighbor. Play it on your woofer. Play it on your status. Do your videos. Dance with this. Snapchat it. TikTok it. Do anything you want to. Just feel it and get to feel the love of the Father. So, any last words for your viewers out there?
My words for the viewers is keep staying in the love of God. Keep believing in the love of God. His love is there. That's my message, and that's what I want to tell you today. That whatever, whenever, and whatsoever is happening, just keep on holding to the love of God. His love is there. Just that maybe sometimes we get to forget about it, or we get to ignore it. But His love is there, so keep staying in the love of God.
So how do we connect to Brandon on social media?
You can follow me on Facebook, L Brandon, or my page, Minister L Brandon, and I think that's all. Or you watch the video, What Loving God video on YN Records on YouTube, and then my number is 675-066965. You can call me. I'll answer your call.
Of course, it was such a wonderful time having you here.
Thank you very much for
such a wonderful. Thank you for really honoring us. Coming from Boya, it's not really easy these days. And thank you so much. And we have come to the end of this edition for today. Keep your messages coming. We'll be reading them. Keep your topics coming. Someday we will discuss them over here. And of course, if you want to be here, all you just need to do is write us, send forth your work, and we will be having you here shortly. And we're going to close today with this another beautiful piece. No, this same piece from L Brandon, and it's What a Loving God. Have a lovely week and stay in the love of Christ. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Before I entered into the Holy of Holies, before I entered into the presence of the Mighty, before I lift my voice to give you all the glory, your love had found me, your love rescued me. Before I enter into the Holy of Holies, before I enter into the presence of the Mighty, before I lift my voice to give you all the glory, your love had found me, your love rescued me. What a loving God is. What the loving God is. What the loving God is. What the loving God is. When I remember the place you brought me from, what keeps me going is the love you show on me. When I remember the place you brought me from, what keeps me going is the love. From grass to grace, you lift me up, you show me love, you gave me hope. From grace to grace, you lift me up,